Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to see unit number 4, that is parser. Okay. In unit number 3 we have seen different phases of compiler. That way the first phase was lexical analysis, second was syntax analysis, third was semantic analysis, then intermediate code generation, then code optimization and your target code generation. Out of which the first one was lexical analysis. In first phase, what happens, whatever the input is given to you, the particular statement, we have to break the particular statement into number of tokens, and after dividing the particular thing into number of tokens, the next task is to generate the parse tree or syntax tree for the particular input statement. Okay, and this particular breaking the data into number of tokens, and after the input is given to you as a number of tokens, we have to generate the parse tree for the same. Now for this parsing we have two types, top down parsing and bottom up parsing. Out of which top down parsing, it constructs the parse tree for the input symbol. Basically here the root represents the starting symbol, whereas the leaves represents the root represents the starting symbol, where leaves represents the input symbol. Basically here we can see is an example, the S is the starting symbol, whereas A, C, D, B is the input string that is accepted. Basically here we can see the leaves as what, A, C, D, B, which is the input string, and the particular figure shows as a parse tree representation for the input symbol A, C, D, B, where T and R are the intermediate nodes. Okay, this was example for the top down parsing. Bottom up parsing, basically it constructs this tree for the input string only, but in a reverse fashion. So this bottom up parsing is also known as a shift reduce parsing. Okay, this bottom up parsing basically is constructs the parse tree starting from the leaves and works at the root. Bottom up parsing basically is also termed as a shift reduce parsing, just as I said. That is a common method for, is an easy way to implement the shift reduce parsing. Shift reduce parsing tries to build a parse tree for an input symbol string, beginning at the leaves and works up towards the root. At each and every step of reduction, the right side of a production which matches with the substring is reduced by the left side symbol of the production, and if the substring is correctly chosen at each step, a rightmost derivation is traced out in reverse. Okay, so we will see one example for this. Here we can see, here basically the concept comes as a handle. A handle of a string is very important in this scenario. A handle of a string is a substring that matches the right side of a production and whose production to the non-terminal on the left side of the production represents one step along the reverse of a rightmost derivation. Okay. Now basically here we can see in the example, E gives me T, T gives me T into F, T gives me ID, and F gives T, F gives ID. This is one of the example which is given, and we have to generate the parse tree for the input string ID into ID. Here we can say we will start with the input string. As I said, this is bottom of parsing, so we will start with the input string. So ID into ID. Then first of all ID will start with the leftmost derivation. F, this ID will be assigned to F gives ID, so ID will be replaced by F. After that F gives T, then F will be replaced by T, and after that in the next example you can say on the right side also we can say the same thing, ID that is represented by F, then once again F gives ID, once again T gives T into F, so that is replaced, and finally A gives T. So at the step number 6 we can see we have arrived at E gives T. Okay, this was one of the example for bottom up parsing. Bottom up parsing basically is classified into various categories of parsing, that out of which the first one is a shift reduce parsing, second is operator precedence parsing, then table driven LR parsing. The number of things are there, LR of 1, SLR, CLR and LLR, out of which we'll start with the shift reduce parsing. Shift reduce parsing is a bottom-up parsing that reduces a string W to the start symbol of the grammar. It scans and parses the input text in one forward pass without backtracking. Okay, so here we can see it uses stack basically. So we are going to use stack implementation for this shift reduce parsing. The handle pruning is important in this scenario. Handle pruning must solve the two problems. First, locating the substring to be reduced to in a right sentinel form, determining what production to choose in case there is more than one productions with that substring on the right side. The type of data structure to use in the type of data structure to use in a shift reduce parser. Then it can be basically stack. What stack holds? The stack is used to hold the grammar symbols. An input buffer is used to hold the string W to be passed. Dollar, in this scenario we are going to use the dollar. Dollar is used to mark the bottom of the stack and also the right end of the input. Initially the stack is going to empty and string W is on the input. The parser processes by shifting 0 or more input symbols onto the stack until a handle beta to the right hand of the appropriate production. The parser repeats this cycle until it has detected an error or until the stack contains the starting symbol and the input is empty. When the input buffer reaches the end marker symbol dollar and the stack contains the starting symbol, the parser halts and announces successful completion of parsing. Okay, basically there are three things: shift, reduce and accept. Three things, and the last one is option, that is error, if any error is present. So the shift action shifts the next symbol onto the top of the stack. Second action, that is reduce. Reduce action replaces the symbols on the right hand side of the production by the symbols on the left hand side of the production concerned. To perform reduction, the parser must know the right end of the handle which is at the top of the stack. Then the left end of the handle within the stack is located and the non-terminal to replace the handle is decided. An accept action initiates the parser to announce successful completion of parsing. At the end you can see here the string is accepted at the end. And error action discovers that the syntax error has occurred and calls an error recovery routine. Okay, so here one example is there. Here we can see S gives S plus S gives S minus S gives S, and S gives A. And for the input string, A1 minus into bracket A2 plus A3 bracket complete. As I said, first of all we can see the parsing table. Here the initially stack is going to be empty. Input string, will start with the input string and we have to place one by one the action. A1, here we can see for the input string we have to shift the A1 as it's not an operand, it's a operand, it's not an operator, so shift on the stack. After that minus sign is there, so and for the A1 we can reduce, so S gives A, that is reduced, then minus into bracket A2 plus A3 bracket complete, then dollar. We have to shift it as it's an operator, it is shifted. Once again we can see in the input string we have operator, so we have to shift once again. Then we are going to get A2 we have to reduce because it's not an operator, it's an operand, so we have to reduce it, we have reduced it. Then once again plus is an operator, we have to shift it, we have shifted it. Then once again we are getting A3 is not an operator, it's an operand, so we are going to reduce it, it is reduced. Once again shifted, that is right hand side bracket complete, done. Then S gives S plus S, it's a plus sign, so it is reduced. After that S minus S, it's also reduced, and at the end S is the starting symbol we got, so we have to accept, and stack is also empty. So this is the shift reduce parsing. Basically, shift reduce parsing cannot be used in context-free grammar. For every shift reduce parser, such grammar can reach configuration in which the parser cannot decide whether to shift or to reduce. There is a conflict, right? So, or cannot decide which of the several reductions to make by knowing the entire stack contents and the next input symbol.